Earlier this week, Blizzard released an Overwatch digital comic featuring everyone's favorite tiny time-traveling pixie, Tracer. The story involves her trying to find a perfect gift for someone and ultimately using up all of her spare time thwarting a would-be robber who tries to get away with a family's Christmas presents. Feeling dejected and hopeless at her failure to find a present, she's then surprised with one from the very family she helped earlier that evening. She then rushes home and the gift is opened by a previously unknown character named Emily. Surprised by the gift, which turns out to be something she wanted, she then gives Tracer a kiss. In a single comic panel, we all learn that Emily is Tracer's girlfriend, and that she is, indeed, a lesbian. I say indeed because, let's face it, the idea that Tracer is gay isn't all that shocking. It had been hinted at for months prior to the release of this comic. Even way back in 2015, Blizzard stated that Overwatch would have LGBTQ characters. But, in what seems to have become the norm in this industry, this simple, heartwarming holiday tale has, what else, offended people. After seeing articles about the comic on various Facebook pages and forum threads, I noticed a plethora of losers. Yes, I'm flat out calling them losers, piping up with the most idiotic responses imaginable. One that made me raise my eyebrow was a guy that said, "That's it, I'm uninstalling the game." Newsflash, dimwit, Blizzard already got your money when you bought the game. And if you're gonna stop playing a game simply because of a single comic panel which depicts the sexual orientation of a fictional character, that's pretty goddamn sad. And this statement ties into the main point I want to make with this video. The comic has absolutely zero to do with the actual gameplay. Therefore, nobody who actually cares about the game should even worry about this comic. I made this image and shared it via multiple platforms and was immediately told, "Oh, so if I have an opinion that differs from yours, I'm an asshole and I should quit playing? Sound logic." No. I'm not telling you to quit the hobby or the game just because you have a differing opinion. It's because you have an idiotic differing opinion about something not related to the actual goddamn game. It's because you shouldn't be letting something that isn't tied to a video game affect your opinion of the video game. Let me elaborate. You have a differing opinion on, say, how a character is nerfed or buffed? By all means, voice that opinion. Why? Because an altered in-game character actually affects the game. Not just for you, but for others as well. You're upset over DLC or microtransactions that could give players advantages? Voice your opinions on that. A major gameplay mechanic has been overhauled, completely changing how you can play? Again, yes, voice your opinion. These are all valid things to bring up within the discussions over whether or not to quit a video game. But this one panel, this single comic panel, isn't in the game. And for a very good reason, one that Blizzard has been following since the launch of Overwatch. The expanded universe, overall story, and lore all exist outside of the core gameplay. This is so casual players who just want to shoot each other can drop in and have fun, while others who enjoy a game's backstory can enjoy it at their leisure without it having to take center stage in what is, at its core, a big, colorful arena shooter. If you play as Tracer in the game, she's not going to suddenly grab a girl in the middle of a match and start making out with her. If that actually occurred and you're against the gay community, then you'd have some sort of a leg to stand on in terms of being upset. But that's not what this is. It's a static panel in a digital comic. A digital comic you don't have to read. Part of an expanded universe that you don't have to delve into to enjoy the game. I couldn't believe it when I saw multiple comments from people claiming the comic was, quote, softcore porn because of a kiss that occurs in one single panel. Some people are complaining that Blizzard is pandering to the LGBTQ community or trying to appease SJWs. I'd say no to both. For one, Blizzard has maintained since the game's inception that its cast of characters would all be vastly different, and for the most part, it is. And now we have a gay character in the mix. I'd hardly call one character out of 24 pandering. As for SJWs, Blizzard responded to the Tracer butt pose backlash by changing her pose into something even more cheesecake. So, No, I don't think they care at all about the social justice warriors. I think the most ironic thing here is that fans have been shipping Tracer and other female characters from Overwatch since the game's launch. Hell, since the animated short featuring her and Widowmaker, there have been an avalanche of comics, drawings, and fanfiction putting the two together. Rule 34 images and animations for Overwatch are flooded with lesbian artwork, and yet, now that Blizzard has made a single character's sexuality actually align with fans' wishes, oh, now it's being viewed as a problem. You just know the majority of people complaining about this have Overwatch porn on their computers.
It's okay for my fantasy, but not in the actual game. Bleh.
I don't care that Tracer is gay. I wouldn't care if Roadhog and Junkrat had the hots for each other. My three mains are Diva, Reaper, and Widowmaker, and I wouldn't care if any of them were featured in an official story that made them gay, bisexual, anything, as long as it doesn't affect the actual gameplay. Nintendo could come out tomorrow and say Mario is gay, and all I'd care about is if he can still throw fireballs and kick turtle shells. At the end of the day, Overwatch is a video game. A goddamned video game. It's supposed to be fun. And if you're going to allow your narrow-minded bigotry over a fictional character keep you from enjoying one of the most entertaining and high-profile games of 2016, then by all means, quit the hobby. You won't be missed.